Okay, so I'm going to do a quick recap review of the Queen Supreme Court with the gorgeous Tiffany Foxx was on the show tonight. Now, my people done told me don't call up to the after show no more. Okay, they said, girl, don't call up the after show no more. So I ain't gonna call up there no more. They said, don't call, girl. I don't know what happened. It started off cool, calm, and collective, and then I got to thinking about something else, and my mind just went left. So anyway, let me go ahead and backtrack. Okay, so the show starts off with Tiffany Foxx, and some people was asking who was she, which I was surprised about because I already knew of her. I kind of say like Lil Kim's protege. I mean, I'm not saying it in no way to be disrespectful, but pretty much I know Lil Kim was on a lot of interviews and would take her out places and stuff like that. Now, I felt like she held her own. I don't think she's an entertainer in the form of she's gonna sit there and do reads and gags and things like that. But I felt like she said what she wanted to say. She told her story about Nicki trying to block certain things. Everybody can't tell the same lie. It is what it is, okay? With that being said, because I'm not really going to talk about so much of what was on the docket, because it was kind of like, Cat Williams stuff. The one story was crazy with the baby mama arguing with the baby father about she only bought two outfits because that's all the money she had. And then she took the baby with the car seat and basically put the baby out and then balled off. Under no circumstances am I going to leave my child behind because my baby father is a deadbeat or no good ass nigga. I'm just not going to do it, okay? All right, so now, this is what I will say. We all have our opinions about who we like, who we rock with, or whatever. Half of us don't know these people anyway. And, when I called in, Maddie was like, go ahead and give it to me, sis. Like, I mean, I really don't want to hear about Cardi and Nicki on the docket, especially together. If it's separately, okay, like if Cardi's on the docket because she's doing something at the Super Bowl, that's good. But I feel like we don't have to talk about Nicki because there's nothing to talk about. What is there to talk about? If Nicki does something where she's accomplishing some type of goal or something, other than using her radio show to like talk about people that she dislikes or bringing other people on there to talk about other artists that she doesn't like. You know what I'm saying? If we see her doing something, I feel like we can go ahead and give her a little pat on the back or whatever the case may be. However, respectfully, TS obviously has a certain amount of respect and admiration for Nicki Minaj, and can't nobody change that. Trust me, I didn't try it. I didn't try, y'all. I didn't try it. Okay, but I have to respect how she feels, and I have to respect who she want to rock with. You know what I'm saying? I've had people who have told me, why you supporting T.S. Madison? T.S. Madison is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. But at the end of the day, can't nobody change my mind on how I feel about T.S. Madison. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I can't, nor should we expect for Maddie to change how she feels about Nicki. Her experience and how she feels about Nicki is based on the conversations that they've had, the encounters that they've had, and things like that. So she sees her one way, we're seeing it, or at least I'm seeing it a whole motherfucking different way. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing it like the bitch is the goddamn devil. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I do definitely feel like there is a smear campaign going on when it comes to Cardi B. I mean, the girl had 1 million followers on Instagram. Then she went on Love and Hip Hop. She was on SNL. She didn't had a baby, and then now it's just like it's always some hatred towards Cardi B. And I'm not saying that Maddie is doing that. I'm saying that in general, all over the place, from the girl with the fake interview with the monostat and the herpes and all of this foolishness. Girl, you was making $2,000 a night, but you had to go shack up in somebody else's roach infested apartment. Girl, bye. Go ahead with yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that goes down to Woodrow the Wino. You know what I'm saying? Woodrow the Wino's niece doing a interview with somebody with, having no receipts. Nevertheless, moving on. Okay, we can't change Maddie's mind about Nicki, so y'all might as well stop. It just don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? Let her praise Nicki within reason. When she's done something to be praised, I'm guessing if that could be some type of negotiation we could come up with. But I do feel like, I made a live earlier today and I was saying cultural differences as far as Black Americans. We are the only one who uses the term Black. Jamaicans don't say I'm Black. They say I'm Jamaican. It doesn't matter if they're a Chinese, white, or Black. They're Jamaican. People from Guyana, they don't say I'm Black. They say I'm Guyanese. So maybe by Cardi B's mother or father not being American, that's just a part of her culture or whatever. I definitely don't think that she's a racist because, like I said, she got herself a Black husband. I mean, back in the day, Massa did do certain things with the slaves. You know what I'm saying? There was a certain shade or whatever, but she ain't just go get her any goddamn nigga. She got her a piece of chocolate nigga, okay? So you ain't gonna be racist and having you a piece of chocolate nigga. I'm just saying. All right. Now, some people are also saying that Tiffany Foxx was giving Little Kim way too much, basically homage because what has she done for her? Where has it gotten her? Well, one, it got her on the Queen's Supreme Court. It's got her on interviews. And I'm not saying that Little Kim did all this and she hasn't done any of the work. Tiffany can flow. Tiffany has bars. Sometimes it's all about the pay for play. Sometimes it's all on, I mean, even as YouTubers, have you noticed sometimes how you might have some bomb ass content, but your subscriber count might be low, but then you go over somebody else's channel and they doing some old silly foolishness, stuffing their mouth with marshmallows, and they got 2 million or 2 billion followers. Sometimes life is not always paid out to be fair. And at the end of the day, maybe Tiffany is happy right where Tiffany is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, obviously she ain't stressed the fuck out because if she was, she would be looking like she was stressed the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Because word on the curb is the girl who did the motherfucking interview is older than Woodrow Dewano's niece. And I mean, clearly stress or something is playing a part in that. I mean, I'm just saying, okay? Now, what I could appreciate about tonight's show is that I didn't hear a whole bunch of ruckus in the back from I was calling before the jurors in that area, but now I just call it the freeloading section. I'm sorry, I got to call it what it is. When you watch the before scenes or whatever, when she shows you the behind scenes, should I say, all you see people doing is slurping up food, eating up food, drinking. Maddie over there stressed out, trying to get her face beat, trying to get her clothes together. What is these people doing? I feel like they over there packing a place, putting it in their car. What have you done to earn yourself a free plate of food? I'm being dead ass serious. Like, they give me the type of vibes that they taking bottles, putting them out in the car, packing up food, putting them out in the car, and doing shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So if that's all they doing, they don't need to be there. You know what I mean? Let Chi be back there with his little laugh and his giggle and all that kind of stuff. That's real cute. I mean, if somebody's back there and they're being productive, then that's great. But if they just coming around on Monday nights because they don't have no money to treat their boyfriend or girlfriend out to dinner, and they just want to come up to Maddie's house and eat up all the food and drink up all the goddamn liquor, then they serves no motherfucking purpose or point. That's all I'm saying. That's just how I feel about the situation. Other than that, overall, a lot of people were saying don't bring Tiffany back on the show. Again, I don't think this is a show that's per se for her. Like, maybe this is not her thing. She's not Alani B. She's not a Funky Dineva. You know what I mean? However, you have to give Maddie respect for bringing different people on her platform and giving them a place to talk. Now, I will have word for word. Let me read what one of my subscribers said, okay? Because I got to be fair and I got to say the good and the bad. But not about Maddie because I'm biased. See, I'm biased too. I won't say nothing bad about Maddie regardless of what people say. Now, this is what this person said. I'm not going to say their name. They said the issue that they had with Tiffany is that they feel like she only came on Maddie's platform to air out her great grievances with Nicki Minaj, and that's not fair. I will say with that, I'm going to kind of disagree with that because Maddie has got to know who this girl is and that she's affiliated with Little Kim. And anybody who's affiliated with Little Kim and rock with Little Kim real hard ain't gonna really be fucking with Nicki like that. So I don't think it was where Tiffany used Maddie to come on the show to air out her grievances. Maybe she just spoke her truth as she knows it, because a lot of people are saying, well, Nicki's not like that. Nicki would never do that. So she's just giving you her firsthand experience on what she has experienced with Nicki Minaj. I mean, we've heard it all before, time and time again. Again, this is not a bash Nicki Minaj video. I don't care for her, but I'm not gonna make a video every day to bash her. You know what I'm saying? At all. My concern is T.S. Madison. I want her to win. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about Nicki. I don't give a fuck about her radio show. I think this shit is whack, if I must be honest. Her video that she did for Ding Dong, Ling Long, Ting Tong, whatever fuck song she got out, that ain't making no damn sense. She did copy Kaya's video, Next Caller. That's the truth of the matter. Okay, with that being said, Kaya, somebody called in and they started trying to read the fuck out of Kaya or whatever. And Maddie, being the class act that she is, was like, look, you know what I'm saying? What happened with me and that girl when we was together, it was wonderful. That is no more. But basically, like, you don't have to come for her like that. And that right there shows so much about Maddie's character and the type of person that she is, that though her and this girl has had a falling out, though Kaya has accepted phone calls and people have read the dog shit out of motherfucking Maddie, or Kaya has said things that have been untrue, like Maddie tried to rape her in the basement and different things that's not even funny. You know what I'm saying? Maddie, still being a class act, was like, no, that's not, we're not here for that. We're not here to get in calls where we're going to get into this bashing session. So, you know, a lot of people said also, as women, it looks bad because you just have women pinning themselves against other women. And I will say that is true. And I've even played a part in that, because I simply just don't like certain people, you know what I'm saying, whether they be entertainers, whether they be on YouTube, or whatever the case may be. So I think that's something that we can all work on. And I feel like if Maddie's on her show and she's saying something about Nicki, just let her have her little piece and say what she want to say about Nicki, because she's going to feel how she feel about Nicki, unless they go through something and Nicki bites her, being the python that she is, and then maybe Maddie will feel a different way. Maybe Nicki will never cross, you know, her in that type of way. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I also think that when we're gonna give Cardi B some props, we got to be able to give her some props without trashing her at the same time. Now, with me saying that the juror area was a little bit quiet tonight, I don't remember who it was, but I felt like somebody had low key kind of gave Mona a little bit of a read, I believe. And so I figured she must have not been there, but she probably busy working on her case with Woodrow DeWano's niece. And I will say, I think Woodrow DeWano's niece might have finally met her motherfucking match. Somebody that's gonna come through with motherfucking receipts. Don't mind playing the motherfucking audio. Don't mind busting out some real ass motherfucking receipts. Overall, I think I done got way off topic. Like I said, I called into the after show, and I just wanted to tell Tiffany, you know, she's a beautiful girl. And even if she hasn't made it where her stuff is on the charts at top one, it's never too late. You know what I'm saying? She still has the gift. She still has the looks. You know, she's still in her prime. So anything can happen at any time. Like, nobody shouldn't be counting her out or anything like that. I think she did a wonderful job, a great job. I enjoyed the show, other than hearing about Nicki and goddamn Cardi B. I am tired of hearing about them every goddamn week. But I'm being a hypocrite because I was just talking about them earlier today on my live. I didn't plan on it, but I went somewhere else and I was listening to a live, and this lady was saying that Nicki Minaj had someone on her radio show that was the stylist of Remy Ma, and they was basically coming on there to air Remy Ma out. Like, this whole thing is getting kind of ugly, with everybody supposed to be exposing the next person on some old tea and old dirt. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of whatever. But you know, regardless, I'm gonna be back here next Monday watching the Queen's Supreme Court. Next month on the 22nd will be Maddie's birthday, and I will be in Baltimore, and I'm gonna come out there and we're gonna turn the fuck up. We're gonna have a good time. I'm never gonna read Maddie, and no matter if people disagree with what she has to say or how she feels, I respect that she has the right to you know, rock with who she wants to rock with. I can't change her goddamn mind. I tried, y'all. I tried. Okay? But I did say this earlier and I'm going to say it again. The Maddie mob has not forgiven James Wright Chanel. I don't give a damn. Maddie forgave him, but we don't forgive him because his ass is messy. He be over there flirting with Andrew Caldwell every goddamn day on Instagram. And I feel like they disrupted Maddie's show last week for the after show. And I felt like that was very disrespectful. I feel like what James Chanel did and what Little Bill, because see, I said he did Tamar look like EJ Johnson, and that was wrong for me to say that too, because EJ be fly and EJ look good, but Tamar and that bald head don't look good. And I feel like Little Bill and motherfucking James was very disrespectful, disrespecting Maddie's platform. They would never do that shit on Wendy Williams' show. And I feel like the same respect that people show when they're on Wendy's show or if they're on The View or on The Real is the same respect that they should give Maddie. Even to the guy, I don't know what your name was, but you was pacing back and forth in the range of the motherfucking camera. Find a seat and sit your motherfucking ass down. When she's live, y'all need to be sitting the fuck down or you need to be goddamn busy. It's just that simple. She is running a goddamn show. And this show could possibly get picked up somewhere. But at the end of the day, y'all making shit look bad and ghetto when you walking, pacing back and forth up and down the goddamn floors like you got motherfucking ADHD. Sit your ass down and don't get the fuck up. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, that's going to be the end of that. Love you, Maddie. You probably mad at me, probably block my number, say, but you ain't calling in here no more on the goddamn calling line. But that's all right. I ain't got to call it no more. It's all love, and it's always going to be all love. I'm going to be Team T.S. Madison, CEO of the Maddie Mob, and Mama Mary. Love them down. And Tiffany Foxx, girl, you are naturally gorgeous. And like I said, I don't play for the same team, but I can give credit where credit is motherfucking due, okay? You keep doing your thing. I'm going to go follow you on Instagram. I'm going to find that link. I'm going to put it down bottom so everybody else can follow her on IG. If y'all going to complain and say she haven't made it to the top, maybe because y'all haven't been fucking supporting her. You know what I'm saying? Go buy her motherfucking music. If y'all going to sit up here and say, well, why she haven't made it where she's supposed to be? What the fuck have you done to help her make it where the fuck she's supposed to be? I'm waiting. I'm waiting. When y'all come up with an answer, let me know.